Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing just a quick little makeup look. I'm going to be featuring that new deep shade that I picked up in the Chanel bronzer. I'm going to be featuring the Giorgio Armani eye tint silk in flannel number 8. And we're going to be trying out the other Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean and Cheeky duo set that I picked up. This brought like a mini blush and a mini liquid lip balm. And the blush is in the color Bichette, and then the liquid lip balm is in the color Nana. We're also going to be using that Armani Luminous Silk kind of to keep this a little bit cohesive. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, it is really cold today and it's gloomy, so that's why I decided to do a video like this instead of doing it featuring the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette that I picked up, because when the weather is like this and the lighting, I'm only using one pump on a beauty blender, and the lighting is, you know, it's a little gloomy outside. I don't really like to demo big palettes like that. I really want, because it's a lot of colors, a lot of different finishes, and I want the vibrancy to show up on camera. But I'm just spreading this everywhere. Blend, blend, blend. I've been using the Tower 28 SOS Rescue toner spray thing that I hauled during the Sephora sale, and my skin is looking so much better. I think I'm gonna have to pick up that big refill. I'm gonna see what kind of Black Friday specials they have for that, because it feels, honestly, it doesn't have any fragrance. It just feels like I'm spraying my face with water, but it's doing wonders. I really do like it. All right, so I've blended that Armani Luminous Silk all over my face. Let's get some of that down my neck. And so I'm gonna go in with my Chanel corrector in Pesh, and I'm gonna just be applying that to that green vein that I have under my eye. I have a very I only have it on one side, but on this side I have one that's very subtle, so I kind of just do it just so that it's kind of cohesive. Not that this corrector completely covers up that green vein, but I've given up on trying to find concealers that will cover up that green vein. I usually don't wear concealer under my eyes, because I don't have dark under eye circles, and it's just an extra step that I feel like I don't need. And I only started using it because after having the baby, that green vein was, I don't know, it's just gotten darker. It's just, yeah, it's gotten darker basically. Just getting what's left on my sponge and getting it around my nose. But I've come to the conclusion that there really isn't anything with a strong enough undertone that's gonna really eliminate that green. Like even full coverage concealers, you still see that green popping through. It's a very, very particular shade. Okay, let's get into the bronzer. I'm also gonna be using, can we just, okay, I'm gonna be using the Kabuki brush that came in the set, and it's retractable. It looks like this, super, super soft. And we're gonna lightly dip into this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very light-handed because look how dark that is. This may or may not, oh my God, It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna blend it out, we're gonna blend it out. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be amazing. Okay. You know, I may not have thought this through. Let's use the rest. Let's use the rest around the hairline. Okay. Right, blending is key. Blending is key. Blend till doomsday. I love it. This brush, I can tell why people like rave about this brush. This is like one of their most sold brushes. It's so soft, but damn, does that blend good. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, it's blending out really nicely. I mean, obviously I do have to work more at blending this color out than I do the other shades that I have. I have the medium and the light. That it takes me 2 seconds to blend and I'm done. This takes a little bit more effort, but I like it. I think you know, obviously I picked it up because I wanted, it came with this beautiful makeup bag, and that's really the only reason I picked it up. And it came with this brush. I've been wanting this brush forever, and I've never pulled the trigger because of one reason or another. So I'm really glad I picked up that bronzer. Guys, look, that blends it out really nicely. And I picked it up because I follow Hey It's Jacqueline. If you don't follow her, she's amazing. And she says that her daughters, one of her daughters has like, she's 2 shades or 1 shade lighter than her, and she uses a deep version and it works fine for her. So very impressed with that bronzer. If you haven't picked up, if you were thinking about picking up the bronzer set and you were skittish because you thought it was not gonna work because, you know, it's too dark, there you go, it works. Okay, let's go ahead and use the blush in this. So it's a little mini blush, which is so cute. This is a full size. Okay, so this one is in Bichette. Let me swatch that. That is a very spicy blush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a buffing brush from Real Techniques. This is so old. This brush is before they started putting numbers on their brush. That's how old this is. And I'm just gonna take my brush to the stick, and we are just going to tap that onto the cheek. Really like it. And I'm just lightly tapping that in because clearly this blush is very pigmented. But most of us like a strong blush during the fall winter time. That's pretty. Let's go ahead and do that to the other side. And I'm not doing sweeping motions, I'm doing tapping motions because it is a cream. And this Armani Luminous Silk foundation dries down to like a satin finish, so it's not like tacky or anything, and I don't want it to like lift the foundation, so I'm just doing stamping, stippling motions. That's pretty. That is pretty. Ooh, I actually like this blush a lot more than I expected. I love that terracotta tone. Looks darker on this side because I don't have a big window like I do in front of me, so it creates kind of like a shadow. And you're like, oh Isabel, why do you have like giant box lights? I don't have space, guys. This what you see behind me is my side of the room. That side of the room, my husband's. But I do hope that when we get a bigger house, I will have my own filming room and I will have amazing lighting with box lights and bring you guys just amazing quality videos. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Guys, I've been loving this eyeshadow primer. Really, really love that. And I'm just gonna blend that out with my ring finger. I love the dry down of this. It dries down to like a satin matte finish. Ooh, can you guys hear the drizzling rain outside? It's like gloomy, really cold, and it's just been like this light drizzling rain. I gotta get primer in this area of my eye. It's kind of deep, so I gotta shove my finger in there. Okay, now let's go in with the Armani eye tint in Flannel. I have been for the, I think it's a year and change, I have been loving. Every time I go to Sephora, I swatch this color on the back of my arm. I've never picked it up. And after I picked it up during the Sephora sale, I saw that this was 50% off at on the Armani website. It's like this cool toned gray lavender shade. I'm gonna build that up. It was 50% off, but the kicker, you know, there's always a catch. You had to pay for shipping. And I put like over $100 in my cart, and it still said I had to pay for shipping. So I was like, no, because then when you added the shipping, it was kind of the same price that I paid for it during the Sephora sale. So, okay. I'm gonna blend this out with my finger after I apply it to the eye, but I'm going to do one eye at a time because I've never worked with this formula and I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not sure how fast this dries, how much time I have to work with it. Okay, so this is one layer, very sheer. I'm gonna let that dry. Let me go into the other eye. So the wand is actually a very nice, let me show you this. It's a very nice application. It doesn't dry down super fast, so you have enough time to blend it out with your finger or a brush. However, I did want to let you know that spoolie, okay, wow, my camera's not focusing. That spoolie is really good. It actually brings out little product at a time. So you don't have like a glob basically on your eyeball, and you're not having to, like, you know, swipe it. This is gonna be the second layer. You don't have to like swipe it on the side of the tube, which we all know creates a hot mess over time, and it just dries and it clumps and it's just a giant waste of product. So, oh my gosh, I love this shade. I love this shade. That's beautiful. Their blushes is something that I've been wanting to try, but literally for the past year they've been sold out in every color, and I wanted to get that really deep cool toned purple one. I think it's like the deepest color in the range, and I had picked one up. I was able to snag one in store last year, but it was old. You guys, when I got home and I opened it, it was old, it was dry. Anything like when I tried to swatch it, it was like rock hard. It wouldn't swatch, so I had to return it, and I've never seen them back in stock. So I'm not sure if they are reformulating that. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm not sure they're reformulating those blushes and that's why they've been sold out for such a long time, but just saying. Okay, let me go in with some eyeliner, and actually I'm going to apply some of my Chanel corrector in Rose. So I use this to get some lightness in the center of my eye. So I just put one dot and one dot, very, very minimal. Okay. Like I barely touch the wand to my skin. And so if you have a similar skin tone as me, this is how I make this work to get the same effect that most people do out of this. So I start off with my pointer fingers and I start to press it in place, and then I rotate, I rotate my fingers in. Pat. Now you see, still too bright, right? Go in with my middle finger, pat that in. You can do it with a brush as well, but I find that with my fingers, the heat of my fingers just makes this blend in a lot better. If you feel like this is too bright, then I go in with my pinky fingers that don't, again, these are the fingers that don't have product. I didn't use my ring finger because that's the finger I used for the eyeshadow. And then you have that perfect lightness. Okay, now I'm gonna set my face now that I have put on all of the cream products. I should have set my face before putting the eyeshadow on, but because the Luminous Silk foundation is not a dewy foundation, I feel like we were gonna be fine. So I'm going in with my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, just using an IT Cosmetics powder brush, picking up a little bit of that veil, swirling, and then just tapping that all over the face, especially under my eyes where I put the corrector. A jawline, down my neck. Perfect. Just stamp, stamp, stamp. I usually, when I use cream products, I'll stamp the setting powder, and then I'm just gonna get that into the corners where I put that rose corrector. I stamp it on because if you have cream products on and you do swiping motions, you can drag out that product. It could get messy, patchy, all that stuff. So let's put on some eyeliner and I'll be right back. All right, so I used the Cali Ray tubing mascara on my top and bottom lashes. This is the second time I wear this mascara, and as predicted, once oxygen starts to hit this product, it does start to perform better. This application was much better. I feel like my eyelashes are a little bit less spidery and less clumpy. Before, they were very clumpy. You guys remember that first application was not the best. I went in with my Chanel eyeliner just on the top lashes, and this is in 522, and then I went in with my Chanel waterproof Stilo liner in Blank Graphique and 949 in the waterline on the bottom. I did put on some Gimme Brow in shade number 4 on my eyebrows, and now let's try on that Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm in Nana. So I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand. There it is. I kind of like the whole color theme we have going on here. I really like the Westman Atelier liquid lip balms. I just wish they lasted a little longer. I feel like after an hour, this is gone. and I have to reapply. So that's what that looks like. So overall thoughts. This is a very quick, easy makeup look, in case you guys were wondering. Just for detail reference, this bottle, all of her bottles have like the liquid lip balm bottles have like this slit down the middle, but if you notice on the bottom, it has the Westman Atelier heart. Do you guys see that? Isn't that cute? I do have to say, aesthetically, the brand is on point. But this is a very easy, quick makeup look that I think is good and geared for most of us. Well, some of us, because I feel like most people have, in my personal experience, or maybe it's just the people I watch on YouTube, but I feel like most people have either dry or normal skin. I feel like the combination oily skin girls are the minority. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I feel like there used to not be a lot of products out there geared for our kind of skin type. So I feel like this is a minimalist kind of makeup look for those of us who have combination oily skin. And so I wanted to incorporate kind of like a neutral theme in this video, because I was dying to try out this flannel shade. And let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts now that we're there. I loved this Armani what are they called, eye tint silk in number 8 flannel. This is so pretty. It's like a gray lavender with a hint of rose. I mean, that's amazing, amazing. This Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, I'm never going back. That's what I'm going to be purchasing from now on. And I hope that for the holidays they come out with like a multi-pack of those, because creating content, I'm just tapping because I want to know what kind of dry down it has. I hope it comes out, I hope these come out a multi-pack, because as a content creator I go through these a lot. Now, in reference to the Armani eye tint slicks, so it dries down to like a satin formula, and I would wait until it fully dries, because this one I didn't wait until it fully dried, and there's like a little bit of creasing in there. But if I pat it down with my finger, it's gone. So I really like the dry down of this, and it looks beautiful, very seamless, very different. Not your just typical one and done eyeshadow, which is what I like. The Cali Ray mascara, I'm still on the fence about it. I mean, second use was a lot better than the first use, but I'm not fully convinced. I'll keep you posted, because I've been comparing this to the Tower 28 one, and I will keep you guys updated on that. Of course, the Westman Atelier mini cheek blush in Bichette, and this liquid lip balm. I love it. I know this doesn't last very long, but I do love the way that it feels on my lips, and I like the color, and I like the level of pigmentation. The ease of applying this over cream and powder products is unmatched. I love it. The dry down is like a satin dry down, doesn't stay tacky. Now let's talk about the Chanel bronzer. I like this. I like this tone. I'm glad I picked it up. I do have to blend it out more and work a little bit more to have it blend out into my skin, but I'm not mad I picked up the set, because I ended up getting the brush that I wanted. I love this brush. I love it. I love it. It's perfect for the cream bronzer, which is most of the time this is the kind of bronzer I use, just because you get so much product and this lasts you like an entire year, more if you're not a content creator like I am. But yes, I do. I love all of these products. I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Guerlain Meteorites, and I'm going to be using a 227 Real Techniques light layer powder brush. And this is a step that I do all the time, even off camera, and I never mention it. I don't know why. I love the smell of Guerlain Meteorites. It just gives you a little luminosity in the skin. It's not glittery, it's not over sheeny, but it's really good. Okay, let me know what you think about these products. I am in love with this look. I feel like this is as minimalist as I'm gonna go. because I need coverage. You know, your girl needs coverage. I don't have perfect angelic skin, and so I gotta do what works for me. But I love this look. All right, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little demo of the new Westman products I picked, Westman Atelier products I picked up, and the new Giorgio Armani and Chanel bronzer I picked up. Let me know if any of these are your holy grails and what your overall thoughts are of this look. If you like it, what are your thoughts? I would like to hear your feedback. Hopefully I can demo this Natasha Denona Sunrise palette soon and this weather improves. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.